All right. I gotta beat this guy in Pizzox so I could get his good gear. Son of a bitch. I fucked that up, but that's a new card. It's a cool card. This guy's so hard to clear out. I'm gonna buy those same cards though. All right. Nice. Not good. Alright, we're playing for the armor components.
Noisidan kelpaa. Vapuilta. Jumitusplata. Vapuiltidan kelpaa. Niin. Renkundas. Noi.
Yes? Yes?
Yes. I hear you.
Nothing.
I hear you.
So I want to see if I could upgrade the handmaiden staff. Yes, I cannot. I played 1 so many times that I figured I'd play 2. I enjoy 2 a lot. I think 2 is a good story. I am playing with the restoration mod as well, so of what I could get, I'm getting the most out of it, I think. I mean, 1 is really fun. It's just I haven't played 1 in like 4 years because I was waiting to fucking play the remake and it still hasn't come out. So, but I think that's probably going to be up next, actually. Probably do the first one next. Also, welcome to the stream, man. Talking to this big face guy, dude. He sells stuff. Every trader says they're honest, especially the dishonest ones. Alright, he sells droid components. Yeah, nothing super interesting to be honest. But I have a bunch of shit I can sell. So many parts. I think I could sell one of these. Sell that. Sell that. Yeah, it is what it is, you know. I think it's still an awesome game. It's still one of my favorites. Despite it not being finished. First one is definitely one of my favorite RPGs of all time, though. Oh, this is a really good blaster rifle. Should hold on to that. I've never actually read the books. I did when I was young, but honestly, since I've been playing this, I've been just like going through like the Star Wars wiki and like reading all the legend shit. So I'm getting it vicariously through that, and I just listen to a lot of YouTubers, honestly, who cover it. Who cover just Star Wars lore. I watched, well, I didn't watch, but I listened to like a 2-hour video on Darth Bane last night. I wish we got a 3rd installment, but
sorry, this door is blocked.
What's his face? Casey Hudson, the guy who worked on the first game, and possibly this one. He is supposedly coming out with his own, like, Old Republic game, like a new one,
Hey,
aside from the
get away
remake.
that door. The last time somebody messed with it, it was locked down.
So who knows what that'll be about? It'll probably be a different story, but it would have been cool to get like a follow-up to 3, or to this one. I didn't actually really pay attention to what that guy just told me, but I think we gotta go in a different way. Dylan.
You'll find little welcome here, Jedi. For your own...
Oh yeah, this is the lady who I talked to when I got here.
I won't... She was...
Yeah, okay. I talked to her when I landed.
Don't cause any more trouble for Dantooine.
Yeah, they really don't like the Jedi here. But yeah, the story, I read the story.
Actually believe a Jedi would return here?
The shit where Revan just like goes to like the Outer Rim and then just finds like, or the unknown regions and finds like the Sith Empire is pretty cool.
And never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should.
I gotta say, I'm tempted.
He used to tend the gardens around the
I'm reading Neuromancer right now, though. No, you're good, dude.
Could be hiding anywhere.
I always like to have people in the chat.
True. I hear there's a bounty on him, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless some.
Yeah, I've been tempted lately, especially because I've been playing this. I've just been, like I said, I've been reading through the wikis, and all of it's just like sourced from those books, anyways. Oh yeah, they really don't like me because of my lightsaber. I wonder if I just put it away.
The salvages keep coming here and.
Okay.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins.
I remember growing up seeing them at like Barnes and Noble and not realizing how many books there were. I was kind of young at the time. I wasn't really reading much anyways, but I was always tempted when I was a young lad. Let's see all the books in Barnes and Noble. This was like kind of the first game where I like was like, oh, there's like a world outside of episode 1 through 6, you know? It was always cool. I really enjoyed this one, and then Jedi Outcast were like some of my favorite games on Xbox back when I was a kid. So this guy is like, you're a salvager.
Garavik is a salvager, the worst one of the lot. Try to stay clear of him. He's a dangerous one to cross.
Yeah, for sure. I just always get the spark notes. Actually, I think the first time I really dove super deep into the wiki was like after I played this game for the first time. Or like maybe the second time I played it. I wasn't really on the internet when I was young, but...
Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
I just like the atmosphere of this game, like the bleakness of it. I mean, 1 is awesome, but nothing really captures the hopelessness of like going right from 1 to 2 and then just seeing like, oh, I guess nothing worked out really. Everything's still falling apart.
You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvages or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary. Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like. The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant Anzeron, the leader of our militia. Akere is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components. Just go to the central corridor and make a right. His shop is the first on the right.
I just did, so just so you know where I'm at in this game, I just went to Nar Shaddaa. I just got off Nar Shaddaa, so this is my second planet now. Of the ones that you can choose.
If you get into any trouble, here's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately,
Went to Nar Shaddaa because you could get your lightsaber a little bit more quickly. I think you just... more parts. I was able to get everything except for the lens, and you could get the lens in Nar Shaddaa, so... And I got a Viridian crystal, so that's kind of cool. I want to get the silver crystal, so hopefully I get it on this planet.
The mercenaries cause disruptions for some of our outlying settlers. They are a constant source of friction for us. I hear the salvagers are having some internal problems too. No, I couldn't. If you're really interested in that, just speak to Zeron.
Doing a good boy. I was teetering. I was toying with the idea of being the Grey Jedi, but you don't really get any kind of benefit from doing that in this game, unfortunately. With your force powers, you either should go like dark or light, because you get bonuses on both sides. And I'm a counselor. I thought about going dark though, so I could get the good chain lightning.
We hope it will become the new center of government for the settlers. The administrator has been trying to organize us in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. We're a small group of settlers on the edge of Republic space. The building isn't large, but it's only the
I'm just carrying around a plasma torch.
Certainly.
Yeah, nothing to see here. I'm certainly no Jedi.
If it weren't for the Jedi, we'd be a prosperous community. They've brought us nothing but trouble.
Your luck is not of the hapless settler. You are the newcomer that lands in a battered ship, yes? No friendly greetings are here for you.
This guy doesn't seem very cool.
Many of the weak are skilled in manners, but I am not weak. Do not seek to insult me again. I am done being inconvenienced by you.
Okay. Fuck that guy.
Another interruption. Another interruption. You must not have heard who I am. Waste another interruption. You must not
just pull out the lightsaber on him.
I am. Waste another.
Are you waiting for the administrator too? You won't have to wait too long. But if you want results, now that you may never get here.
Sorry, just a minute. I'm trying to open this thing without cutting myself. Some lip balm, but it's so fucking hard to get this lid off. I have to pry it off with like actual pliers. Like, holy shit. Or wire cutters. Okay, it's not coming off. Yo, who designed this fucking container? It's like childproofing, but it's just fucking Vaseline lip therapy, dude. Alright.
Kunda's like a droid without his power cell. Useless. We have problems all over, and the most you can get out of the administrator is a pat in the back. I'm sick of all
Sounds like a real government.
and empty words. I need justice now. I fought in the war, and I know how to use my blaster rifle. If the administrator or Zeron doesn't do something, then I will.
Nice. This guy's a big Second Amendment guy.
Salvagers are the problem. They strip bare the ruins that belong to the people of Dantooine. Then they sell what they find back to us at inflated prices. I'm not a violent man. I've had my share of it in the war. I sincerely hoped I could just hang my blaster rifle on the wall as a souvenir for my grandchildren. But I can't farm without my equipment. Well, yes and no. I brought my moisture vaporator to Kunda to be serviced. On the way back to my farm, I took a shortcut next to the Enclave ruins. Damn Lagrix came out of nowhere. I had to run before they made a meal of me. When I returned to retrieve my equipment,
We'll go get this guy's stuff.
Salvagers had already stripped it bare. My farm is the closest to the Enclave ruins. It has to be someone nearby, and if the mercenaries wanted it, they'd just take it in broad daylight. The closest place besides that is the Salvager camp.
We'll say the one annoying thing about these
They don't have
games
one of 'em.
is because of their age, it's so hard to get them to run nice on the PC.
The other day I had to take
Took
a
me like
shot
3
at one
streams
of
to find decent
them.
settings for this to
Someone's
run
gonna get
well.
killed, and Dantooine has enough trouble without that.
Well enough. I'm running it in windowed mode, so that's why you see my taskbar pop up there if I go too low.
A lot of farming equipment. It's not even valuable, just important for the moisture vaporators and hydroprocessors. The thief must be desperate for
Why do they need the moisture farm? This seems like a temperate climate. Or a savanna type climate.
It's hard to deal with womp rats when you got a Gundark on your back. I believe she'll get around to it, but I think by then it'll be too late. I understand that the wheels turn slowly on this sort of thing, but my crops are in immediate danger. The salvage... I suppose you could. Actually, you almost look like a salvager. If you could go to this salvager camp and convince the salvager Joran to return my modulator, I would be very grateful. I'm not rich, but I have some souvenirs from the war I could give you. That's great. I'm certainly not getting any help around here. If you need to know anything more, just ask me.
Yeah, we're gonna be a cool guy.
A lot of people here hate Jedi, but when they were here, they tried helping us. I don't blame them.
Adam LARP. He's a LARPer.
วัตกระทงจีมูลิราพิทัสพอสอมาบริโทชนิกิพอสอมาบริโฮชมันฟูนิวาโดเนคูตามาซาปาท่องฮิตวามาจียูมาลีบาทออัตตองอินโตตูเนโฮชมันฟูนิวาโดเนคูตามาซาปาท่องฮิตวามาจียูมาลีบาทออัตตองอินโตตูเนอินสรนาคาเมParacino sukangkadon makamando uruno karono ma Pararanta miki sikosos
This guy's like, buy weapons. So I'm gonna give this Gan shock staff to what's her face. Sell that chassis, we don't really need that anymore. We got HK back.
Insorana Insorana
Yes?
Talk to this guy
I heard
next.
a rumor that the
Just wanna
administrator met with a Jedi.
poke around a little bit. Ooh, the administrator met with the Jedi, huh?
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adari. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed? And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi.
Alright, lady. Jedi aren't very tight here.
That is an unfortunate truth. And a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence. My friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong? We need the skills of a Jedi more than ever. He was helping investigate Azkul and his mercenaries, but he had his own errand to run in the Enclave. Jedi business of some sort. He went into the sub-level, which isn't without its dangers, and he hasn't returned. Like many parts of Dantooine, the sub-level of the Enclave has become infested with dangerous creatures. Large, vicious insects called Lagrex have made the sub-level their home. Several salvagers have reportedly been injured or killed by the Lagrex. I would expect a Jedi to fare better against the creatures than the salvagers, but Vrook has not returned in some time. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him? This could work to both of our advantage. You can search for artifacts for your own interest, and also for Vrook at the same time. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with? He was investigating the mercenaries for us. We've been increasingly concerned about them. Their behavior has always been antagonistic, but recently they've been behaving differently. Vrook was investigating this when he disappeared. We were counting on any hard intelligence he could provide. Our other assets have been unavailable recently. If you find any information on the mercenaries during your stay on our planet, please report it to Zeron or myself. I believe I've told you everything I... There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. Besides that... To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended. I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret. Who do you want to know about? There are 3 groups of people on the planet right now. The settlers, salvagers, and the mercenaries. Dantooine is one of the younger worlds of the Republic. A couple of generations ago, this world was still untamed. We made great progress, in no small part due to the Jedi. But recently, we have been losing ground. During the war, the most prominent settler families either fled or were executed by the Sith. Losing their resources and the Jedi was too great a loss. But now we are organizing and starting to truly work together. Once we achieve that, I am confident that Dantooine can be safe and prosperous again. No, I suppose I'm not. We need the Republic and always have. We aren't self-sufficient yet and we need aid. The fate of the Telos project is intimately tied to our own. The most humanitarian elements of the Senate have put their careers at stake in the rebuilding of Telos. If those efforts succeed, their prominence will grow and further aid will be given freely. But if they fail, there are colder, more authoritative elements in the Senate that could come to power. They would think nothing of leaving the strategically unimportant worlds to their own devices. That would be a tragic day for Dantooine and many other worlds. The Republic is in flux. Its final shape is uncertain. Certainly.
Alright, good info.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavek. You haven't? Well, that's something. I'm the second in command over here, and we keep getting incidents. Our staff is stretched thin. Too thin. If you do have trouble, I'm not the one to talk to. You need to talk to Zeron. He takes a hands-on role as the militia captain. This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room. It's tricky. You see, I think Zeron may be taking this whole thing a little personal. I'm not sure. Just a guess. I also think he's doing more to provoke them than just investigating every complaint against them hard. He's up to something. If someone could just ask a few questions, turn up some answers. Just a lot of little things don't add up. It could just be a surprise party. But I think Zeron takes this problem very personal. So if you happen to find something out like that, you should see Administrator Adare. We should probably talk about something else. I don't even want to get into it. I don't know what we'd do without Administrator Adare. She managed to plow through a lot of the family bickering once the Sith left during the war. She's kept us together. Oh, and, Zeron too, I suppose. I see. Well, I suppose it wouldn't hurt to go over the militia rules, then. So a friendly scuffle is all right. But if any blasters are drawn, there'll be...
Sorry, I'm just alt-tabbing.
I'd stay away from the mercenary camp. We've had difficulties with them. We don't patrol or investigate there anymore. A trip there and you're on your own. Follow the rules and we don't have any problems. Oh, and Pato Ado doesn't cheat as far as we can figure. So don't complain about the Ithorian either. Oh, you heard about that. We have so much to look into that Sulru's concern is pretty... I've heard that rumor too. People get really riled up about Jedi around here. Some people seem to have a selective memory. During the war, the Jedi were a big help here. They did everything for us, from clearing out dangerous beasts to solving a murder investigation. I try to stay out.
Oh yeah, I did that.
Standing up for Jedi is one way to become unpopular around here. Maybe. Although I don't know why a Jedi would come back here. The only reason why people ever came here before was the Enclave. And with that gone... Easy to say for someone that doesn't live here. I'd rather grab an unshielded power coupling than get involved in that debate. The militia's dealing with enough already. You're not wrong there. For what good it'll do, if it comes up, I'll say what I think is right. You happy? I hope so. You may be my only friend in a few days. Talking about Jedi is just depressing these days. Any other cheerful problems you want to talk about? All right.
Alright, let's talk to Zeron.
Settlers and salvagers are always...
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it? Talk to Baroon first. If your situation needs militia involvement, he'll send you my way. You got any other reason for coming to militia headquarters?
Just exploring. Trying to get to know some people.
There are better places to explore and better people to know. I'm sure you have your reasons, though. I'm sure you got questions of your own. And if you're interested, I might have some work for you. You want something? I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it. Kinrath are normally just pests. We think something happened to... Nobody knows for sure. Even the Ithorian. And they're smart about such things. 2,000 credits. I agree with you, but I don't... Kinrath are normal. Very. The Kinrath you see on the plains aren't as tough as the ones inside the caves. They may not look much different, but they are tough. We used some explosives to seal a cave a couple years back. I know there are crystals in there, too. Some of the salvagers once thought about going in there to get some extra credits. Too many Kinrath, though. Cave is on the southeast side of the plains. Shouldn't be hard to find. What's up? You want? Some of the salvagers went deep into the ruins and found a lot of Jedi relics. It's the most valuable all the salvagers ever got. But all the salvagers that went down there are dead. So it seems every day or so some salvager comes claiming they're owed by such and such, or that they're related. The whole thing makes me sick. Garavik says he won the whole claim in a Pazak game with the last survivor, right before he killed him. But that was a fair fight. There were witnesses. But nobody remembers Garavik ever playing Pazak. I just hope someone takes this blasted claim off my hands. I'm tired of those lowlives pestering me. We've got real work to do. You want something? You really should. It's you again. You want... He did he? What's this about? I know we don't agree on this, but he's crossing a line. He lives in his sheltered, settler world. He doesn't know what some people are capable of. So he's asked you to go looking into what I'm up to. If I didn't need every last man here... Appreciate. All right, I can use your help. But you can't tell anyone. There's a mercenary captain near what's left of the Jedi Enclave's courtyard. His name is Dopak. Just tell him that I said, go ahead. That's all. You have questions, but it's like this conversation never happened. We can talk more later.
What is it?
I'll teach you. Focus. This will teach you.
Who's that over there?
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory. A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kund on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened. I do. The Kinrath are dangerous, but as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors. I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something, It's technical. I doubt you'd understand it. I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here. But you might come... If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll... No idea what...
yourself.
Using Kriya for Jedi support is pretty nice. She just gives me all the buffs.
Yuta pak mito, hai best nikna dochi mapao krawedosha. What a lord chiba fuso bachila nuba chubanok.
I do not sneak. I'll just say sorry.
Tuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa. Huta yanolia, jukta geni chubawanki najung winotun ma no miurita.
You will tell me the trade secret.
The greatest technique is to do the same without resorting to the Force.
Kavanatakalu! Charika yayakta, min sobachina ninga ballo cha jukso ni chortuna. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata chiluma lispa. Bram tabanin sochu. Da come jusma. Yatuka uwanrika chotin wani maurata wakata. Kavadumpa. Mo wendido kavanata. Yutapak.
Whoops.
Let us test ourselves.
I'm just missing. There we go.
This will teach you.
Made it.
Your thoughts are disturbed. I can feel them from a great distance, like a shiver running through you.
This place affects me strangely. There is a tingling in my forehead.
Force-sensitive locations such as this absorb and reflect force energy. The crystals are the catalyst here. I sense that Revan once passed through here, leaving a strong impression behind in the crystals. Perhaps future Jedi who visit this cave will feel our presence, as if seeing our footprints preserved in the soil. The crystals here are infused with the Force. Some could be harvested and used for lightsabers. The crystals here do not drain Force energy from Jedi. They collect the excess energy that radiates from those attuned to the Force. That can hardly be avoided. Even mundane actions of the a Minok beating its wings on the plains could cause a sandstorm in the desert. That would create quite a large impression of yourself, and the crystals would eventually grow back.
Oh shit. All right. Slay the Kinrath, you know? Oh nice, they carry crystals. Another Opila crystal. The Ligma crystal.
Responds to you. This is very rare indeed. You scoffed at this gift, but many Jedi would greatly covet such a treasure. The crystal's bond with you is such that the stronger you become in the Force, the more powerful your crystal will grow. This crystal will make an excellent focus for a lightsaber. Quite the contrary. Picture yourself as a sieve, and the Force as water pouring into you. This crystal draws from the excess water that escapes the sieve. The crystal is in tune with you. It will...
Should we just grab all these? Want to run back to upgrade my lightsaber. Let's go back to the admin building. Collect our credits and let's tell on the guy.
Ready.
It's you again. You won. So you did. Here's the credits I told you about. That was very helpful of you. Some of this, but
I hope that you haven't run into any difficulties you couldn't deal with. Is there anything... What have you learned, Jedi? Forgive me if I seem to doubt your word, but I won't... Very well. I will deal with this situation as I must. Guard, please bring Zeron and Barun here immediately.
what is it, Terena? I'm very busy.
I'll get straight to the point. I have found evidence that you are unbalancing our precarious relations with the mercenaries. Do you deny this?
I deny nothing. You know I have done everything for the good of Kunda. The mercenaries are a real threat, though many here are blind to it.
I have no choice but to err on the side of diplomacy. Until further notice, I am giving command of the militia to Barun. I hope, Zeron, that you will continue to serve as Barun's second in command.
I believe you're making a mistake, Terena, but I will...
Thank you, Zeron.
I'm grateful for your support, Administrator. As the new leader of the militia, I swear to support your goals of peace and compromise.
That will be all, Barun.
Making a big mistake. You don't know the whole...
Thanks for your support. I've been waiting for some time to get my chance to lead the militia
Just realized I'm not being very inconspicuous here. I'm running around 4 speed with a lightsaber in my hand. Yeah, I'm alright, dude.
I shall honor them with battle.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it? Then maybe we can... I know about the thief. The amount of noise the settlers have made over that thief, you'd think he stole their whole planet. Before you ask, I have no idea who the thief is. It's not one of us. If we wanted something that bad, we'd just take it. What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak. You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The Administrator is different. It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers... We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming Administrator and her cat hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn. Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet. It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride. She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving. I have time to kill, and talking about Dantooine... Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian War. A Synthiate by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war. We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring any... We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find... Can
I help you? Just trying to make a living. At least there's still people in the galaxy who know our value. It's not glamorous work, but a man has to eat, right?
This will teach you.
Tapele gathered a group to go to the sub-level.
You a new salvager? Or one of those Kunda cantina rats coming here to complain? Well, we don't need another one. Look around this camp. We got the salvaging more than covered. I'm gonna give you some advice. Because anything valuable in the ruins was carted away months ago. The only salvagers left are either desperate, ornery, or not right in the head. And while you look dirty enough to be here, I don't think you're any of those things. So go back to Kunda. If you're not going to listen to anybody, maybe you can help me out. The only place that has anything is the sub-level. And they're now dead fools. Yeah, I'd like to do the decent thing and get their bodies and put them to rest. That hole isn't a fit place for a salvager. So, if you find a couple human corpses down there, just grab their gear and their bodies. I'll pay you 500 credits for each of them. I've been here the longest, and I'll be here last. I buy Jedi. Sometimes I sell them to visitors like you. You should have let me know you're a customer instead. This will teach you. This will teach you. This will teach you.
I didn't realize it's just another entrance. I guess since we're like back here, we can just run and upgrade our lightsaber.
Yes? I do not think...
Do you feel it? The wound on this world? It is centered here. If we succeed in gathering the Jedi, they will come to this place. And if those Jedi are slain, then all that remains of the Order shall be drawn here as well. We will know when the time comes, and I hope our enemies do not.
Announcement. You have caused us to expenditure a great deal of effort to find you, Jedi. Annoying recitation. Let us proceed to facilitate communications. Threat. Come with us without resistance, Jedi, or you will come with us in pain. Systems failing, Master.
Who are we missing? We're one off.
We're missing Joran. I don't see Joran.
That runt of a Cathhound, he's the one with the backpack. Did anybody grab anything from the room? Anybody? What do you want? You won't find anything there except on the lowest sublevel, and there you'll only find death. Lagreks are everywhere. I managed to get this sad lot of salvagers to work together. Then we get 2 rooms into the sublevel, and we get swarmed by Lagreks. And even then we fight our way out. But of course the only one that managed to grab the salvage is still in there. I don't even know why I bothered. Are you kidding? Course we aren't. He's on his own. Now, if...
From the rune.
Let us end this.
This will teach you.
Yeah!
A challenge.
Ooh, a dead bed. Nice. Damn, that guy just starved to death. Poor fellow is trapped. Oh, nice, it's cool. It'll be cool for Baldur.
This shall not stop us for long. This will teach you. Let us
Just fighting a
end
bunch of
this.
bugs.
This will teach you.
I think it would get me from there. Actually save those two security spikes. I think they were meant to destroy the enemies.
Your arrival is fortunate. I was just running out of food supplies and wondering what Lagrek meat would taste like. I am an historian and scientist working for the Republic, and a self-styled disciple of knowledge. If I may ask, what brings you to these ruins? I imagine in your travels of the galaxy you've seen many people. Faces tend to blur together after a time. What else would you like to know? No. It is something of a mystery why they would exile themselves as they have. It is not the way of the Jedi to vanish in such a way, especially when the Republic is in need of them. I fear that there is something else at work, something that we cannot see. Then again, perhaps the Jedi are hiding simply because so many people hate them these days. It is difficult sometimes for the Jedi to see such things, since much of it is rooted in human nature, and the Jedi are often removed from events of daily life, insulated. But the reason the Jedi Civil War was named such was because few in the galaxy can recognize the difference between the Sith and the Jedi. To them, they are both Jedi, with different philosophies. Hate? No. I do not hate them. They only raise questions without answers. Jedi are not supposed to be like the rest of us. They are supposed to see a higher purpose in all things. And they are supposed to train students responsibly and well, so mistakes of the past are not repeated. Yet all I saw was ignorance and arrogance, and what those seeds created in the Republic. It is difficult to follow the Jedi Code when so few others have, but you know this. Many Jedi defied the Order during the Mandalorian Wars, and it paved the way for the Jedi Civil War. There is no blame. All must accept. But, at its core, one must wonder if it was the failure of the Jedi teachings, or the teachers themselves. Many of the Jedi Council trained Exar Kun, Ulik, Revan, and Malak. How could they not see the danger they posed? And if they could not, perhaps there was some essential part of their teachings that was flawed. Something beyond the Jedi code that they were missing. I am not certain you understand what happened with Revan. Do you wish me to explain? Revan was captured in the middle of the Jedi Civil War, due in no small part to his apprentice Malak, who turned on him. Revan was brought before the Jedi Council and put on trial. You must understand that the situation was desperate, and the Jedi needed to know how Revan had amassed the forces arrayed against them. As I understand it, they were able to convince Revan to have a change of heart, but it was only for a time. Revan helped the Republic defeat Malak. I suspect it was out of revenge. Revan had many masters. Zar, Dorak, Master K before K left for the wars. Towards the end of his training, he sought out many to learn techniques. It is said that he returned to his first master at the end of his training in order to learn how he might best leave the Order. What else would you like to know? I'm trying to save the Republic. Dantooine and the Jedi Order are instrumental to that effort. Despite the troubles of the Jedi Civil War, there are those among the Republic who still favor the Jedi and wish them to return. And there are admirals within the fleet who recognize that the Jedi must be found if the Republic is to hold together. Yet as long as Onderon remains within the Republic and the efforts on Telos succeed, that is all that matters. The Republic is fragile right now. Telos is important because its success will determine whether or not the other dead worlds receive the same reconstruction efforts. If Telos is rebuilt and made habitable again, it will affect a string of worlds along the Rim. Onderon, strangely enough, was unaffected by the Jedi Civil War. It's almost as if Revan didn't want to attack it. Its resources and position on the Rim make it a vital supply line and guard post against Outer Rim attacks. Also, it's the only world in the Republic still capable of seeding ecosystems into other dead worlds. Onderon's wildlife is some of the most aggressive in the known galaxy. Merely placing some of those beasts on target worlds will guarantee their habitation for years to come. The Jedi are a symbol. As much damage as their reputation took during the Sith War and the Jedi Civil War, there are still many who they serve as an example. Plus, there have been times in the past where a single Jedi has been enough to change the face of a world, or a galaxy. I suppose I still believe that might be possible. Despite the betrayal of many of the Jedi against the Republic, I must concede that as figureheads, they do serve a vital role. What else would you... I do not know. The Jedi Civil War brought much suffering to the galaxy, and the forces that Malak and Revan amassed against us seemed limitless. Many worlds were destroyed, trade routes disrupted, and the Republic fleet was almost decimated. It was almost the end. But at that last year, the year before Revan vanished, Revan's assault on the Republic stopped. No one knows why. But it was all that saved the Republic. The fleet the Sith had amassed was no more, and the remaining Sith turned on each other, destroying the Academy on Korriban. It did not matter. Revan had already won. The war was costly, and it shattered the Republic. In time, the Republic might recover, but if a threat strikes now, if certain key worlds are not held, then the Republic will collapse. What else would you like to know? Before you go, I had a question for you. You came to Dantooine in search of Jedi. Why? If the Sith are rising in the galaxy again, then it is strange the Jedi would not be there to meet them, and that we have not seen more evidence of the Sith. No, I believe you. I merely find such subtleties among the Sith to be strange. They have been known to practice deception, but in the histories, since the time of the Dark Lords Khun and Keldroma, and Revan and Malak, such subtleties have been rare. I will return to Kunda now and await the next transport. You may find me there if you have more questions.
Ooh, that guy had a lightsaber.
Let us end this. I will silence this one.
Is someone out there? Anybody? Yes. I could, but please. Is that you? You must be fierce with a blast.
Thanks for saving me. I thought those Lagrex had me for sure. It's all Tapelay's fault. She said the entryway to the sublevel was safe enough. This area has hardly been explored. We barely got in here. And then everybody started going left and right, grabbing anything they could. It was every man for himself, and nobody was watching for Lagrex. Then before you know it, we were under attack by those beasts. So No, I didn't get any... I guess you're right. I grabbed a couple of things. Now, I hadn't thought of that. I managed to grab 3 things. One's some sort of crystal, and if you give me 1,300 credits, you can have... Oh, you can buy... I'm going... Come visit if you like, but if you don't like what you bought... Is that you? You... Thanks for... It's all... We... Then... Oh, and... But... What? So... You know... Shoot. Probably not, since you know the truth. Unless you're willing to make a fake... That may... Well... No. I guess you're... No, if you... I'm... Come... Is that you? Thanks for... We bet them. If you... I'm... Come... Is that you? I thought I heard something. Is it safe yet? I could. Thanks for saving me. We then... I guess you're... I'm come.
This will teach you.
Oh.
This will teach you. This will teach you. I shall honor them with battle.
Who that?
My leg Rex! You've killed them! They're my pets! I'm not a thief. People give to the Jedi in exchange for service. They were just giving. You're one of them. I am a Padawan, and one day I will learn enough to be a Jedi. I was studying here when Darth Malak and the Sith came. I was outside the Enclave when my master left me at the Mandalay estate. Shen protected me. But the Sith came asking questions. All the Mandalays died. But I hid. Even when the estate was burning, I hid. So I hide. I'm hiding until my master returns. You were? They are like me. I thought I was alone. Are there any masters? But what should I do? I just don't know what I should do. There was just no one else to talk to. It's been so hard. But just knowing I'm not alone. There are others like me. It may be enough. I know that was wrong. I'll stop. I was just trying to get enough credits to eat. But I'll think of something else. Something that doesn't hurt anyone. I found some things. I had a holocron, but it said terrible things. I threw it far away. It told me the Jedi were no more, that I needed to survive and do anything to protect my home. I threw it into the ruins. I went back. I don't know. I'll try to find a master to teach me. There have to be some left. I'm not going to use the Force until I find one. So much has gone wrong. Should I feel bad that I feel bad? And also it...
Braved the perils of the sublevel, yes. Many stories and artifacts in your possession. This is fortuitous for myself and associates. For now, not only do I get rich salvage, but an even richer bounty. Do not be making this difficult. Your death can be quite painless. Negotiations are not. And now.
Alright, well. Yeah, it didn't go well. Honestly, the force powers are a little ridiculous.
Jaren says you saved him down there.
I feel much better now, thanks to you. I really hope the Jedi salvage you bought was worth, but it's nice to see. It was and not but well, so she was playing you for a fool. Problem that they would.
What? Who is that? Oh, it's you. You go down into the sub-levels yet? Or did you suddenly develop some sense? It's a shame about them. Having... I should flay him alive for helping an outsider. I look after myself. What? Who is you? It's a shame about... You have? You managed to find him down there? You've proven very...
She just dips.
Charanana gundo.
Admiral, this is Mikal. I have found the exile.
He's a bit of a yapper, huh?
Welcome back. Is there anything else I can do for you? What else would you... Someone has been taking holocrons from sites across the galaxy. The situation on Death... More so than the Jedi... Much... What? I'm trying...
Yeah, we already had this conversation.
I hope that you haven't run. Is there any... There are plenty of opportunities to assist beside... I believe I've...
Alright.
Any luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? Excellent. How did you deal with Joran?
It has to be someone near their camp, and no... Are they turning on their own? Typical. That's about all I know. I've never seen the thief clearly. Do you have any idea who it is? Really? So it isn't a salvager. Well, the war affected different people different ways. Is she gonna be all right? I guess I had it all wrong. I thought those salvagers were to blame. She's already shown she knows something about farming equipment. I know. Here's your reward.
We just need to go back to the cavern.
Halt, settler. This is a restricted area. How the hell did you get through the Kinrath? You should leave. We are highly trained veterans, and you're just a settler with a toy blaster. We're taking the Jedi to Nar Shaddaa, and that is the end of that. I'm gonna say this nice and simple for your little calf-hurting head. Unless you want to wind up dead, leave now. I warned you. Halt. We are... What? That's a Jedi trick. We train together.
I was wondering if that would actually work. I'm pretty sure Master Varuk just like hates whatever you did anyways.
Halt. We are... I warned you, but I'm glad you didn't listen. Attack, men!
Always rushing into action without thinking of the consequences.
Yeah, see.
What? You're expecting thanks? Kunda is in danger, and you've ruined the best chance of averting a full-scale conflict.
Oh, Always a pleasure, Rook.
Is this a joke to you? People's lives are at stake. Every action has consequences, no matter how small or insignificant they seem. And even the smallest choice has the potential for harm. The Mandalorian Wars was proof of this. Intentions mean nothing if a greater tragedy is caused. Did you think rushing into battle against the Mandalorians did anything but bring more harm to the galaxy? It only served to bring about a second war more dangerous than the first. Countless Jedi died in both conflicts, and everyone who followed Revan and Malak died or returned to the dark side. Except, conveniently, you. Revan acted. You acted. There's no way of knowing what would have happened had you trusted in the Council, much like what you have done today. Enough of this. This is not the time for such arguments. The mercenaries have allied themselves with the Exchange and are planning to attack Kunda. They've been holding off for the right moment. And now, since they lost their captive Jedi, they'll attack immediately. I'm going to try to reach Administrator Adari. Time is of the essence.
Ooh. I might have to just kill Master Varuk. I think all the Jedi will hate you, though, if you kill any one of them. I might have to look that up, just to confirm.
You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine. That is correct, and I want you to help me. You don't need to know the details, but I can tell you there are a lot of credits involved. According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services. You'd better reconsider. I can't have a Jedi interfering with my plans.
You could have guided the situation to...
I applaud your conviction.
Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
I'm interested to hear what Kriya has to say. Nah, fuck it. Ah, fuck. I'm gonna go back and see what Kriya says. Need to know now.
This isn't kidnapped. I'm gonna say... I follow my orders. I'm not in a question-answering mood. You're not sup... I warned...
Just a zappy boy.
Prepare yourself.
Always.
You should just leave, Master Varuk.
You ever... Revan acted. You act. And the...
Alright, blah 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 blah. Fuck you, Master Varuk. You guy's always a motherfucker in every game.
You are the Jedi I've heard. Straight to the point. I am planning to take Kunda. According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and it is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services. There are many ways someone with your abilities can aid us. Before the action begins, I have 2 main tasks in mind for you. Disable the gun turrets and the traps. Return to me when you are ready for us to begin our assault.
Well maneuvered. With both the mercenaries and the militia counting on your aid, you can influence the outcome of the situation as you see fit.
I hope you aren't intending to support that monster. They will slaughter the citizens of Kunda. Then I am glad. But I still disapprove of...
No, I need influence with the handmaiden. I don't really care if Korea doesn't have influence with me, to be honest, but I was hoping that she would at least be like...
The Jedi I've heard.
Oh, okay.
That is...
You could have guided...
Men, I trust you can handle this Jedi.
They can't.
This will teach you.
I see you have found the elusive Master Rook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Rook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. I must ask for your aid again, Jedi. I've placed Zeron back in charge of Kunda's defense. Right or wrong, Zeron is the best man to lead the militia in this crisis. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them. Our militia is effective at peacekeeping, but isn't prepared for a full... Besides that, look around Kunda and see what you can do to strengthen our defenses. Zeron says there is a considerable chance they will breach Kunda itself. Anything you can... I have instructed the militia and other Kunda personnel. Right now, just us and the militia. Though if we lose this battle... Here is a MasterCard key that will open... Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have...
You heard what the administrator said. We'll have time to...
I was right about you. You are. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time. We could use people handy with a blaster. Getting people to join the militia for a short stint would be good. We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of work sometimes makes a load of difference. Just look around. Plenty to be done. Off the top of the 3 turrets outside Kunda are on the blink. The men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab. I've had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in that. The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda. I don't know if it... When you're...
Alright. Let's go see what we can do.
Thanks for the help. I plan on going back to the farm shortly. Since you're asking me, I suppose I could. I figure I still owe you for helping me with my thief problem. Zeron has asked me several times before to join the militia. So I expect he's going to be very pleased.
A lot of people here hate Jedi, but when they were here, they tried helping us.
Welcome back. Is there anything else I can do for you? What?
It's weird that I can't ask him to help.
Thanks, stranger. Thanks, stranger. Thanks, stranger. Thanks, stranger.
Nice.
Insorana. Jenish Milaka Wachino so impos morcha chan. Ritu ti.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess my ego clouded my...
Yes?
I'm gonna run back to the Ebon Hawk. And we're gonna make some security spikes. Maybe he actually sells some.
Charanana. Manama treto sobre barakto drun. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Der inturunto wakere kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsodara nane gra dell'unuta choloren. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Der inturunto wakere kwe wap gerebu. Terewana relibe kuronto sa mele grima con kore gimbasa. Charanana gundoso Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Der inturunto wakere kwe wap gerebu. Nenso Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Der inturunto wakere kwe wap gere. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Der inturunto wakere kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsodara nane gra. Charanana gundo.
See if we could get some security spikes.
Yes? I think you are ready for the final tier. For this, you may use any melee weapon and any Very well. Yes? Yes? I think for this you may use any melee weapon. We shall be... Atris was correct about you. You know war, its motions and currents. There is nothing more I can teach you. I have already learned much of your styles and combat. There is no need to know more. Combat among the Ichani is a personal thing. Repeated duels are not what they are in other cultures, and I would rather that this not become more than it is. And I have taken an oath to Atris against studying from a Jedi, or anything of the Jedi teachings. My father broke his oaths. He shamed us all. I do not wish to follow his path. I swore not to follow his path. If I were to follow a Jedi against Atris's wishes, then I would be betraying her for you. This is a difficult thing for me to say, but I ask that you be silent as I tell you this. It is my desire to learn from you what you can teach me of battle. I have already learned much in our duels, but with every battle, I wish to know more of you. Your stance, your movements, I can sense shades of meaning and an echo of something I have yet to experience. Atris said that you were the only Jedi to have survived the Mandalorian Wars, that you had stared into the heart of war, and only turned away because you were forced to. I do not believe her. I believe that you made a choice, as my father did, and that is important to me, more than you know. And you are important to me more than you know. I will accept whatever you wish to teach me, though it breaks my oath to Atris. I have thought about what you have said, of my mother, of my bloodline. There is something I would ask of you.
And so it ends.
I want you to teach me the ways of the Force, to become a Jedi Knight like my mother. There is the betrayal of Atris, and there is the betrayal of my mother and father. After seeing you in battle, I know you more than I have ever known Atris, and I am not convinced that serving her is the greater good. I want to feel what my mother felt for my father, what ran through my mother's veins when she was one with the Force. I wish to hear what my mother heard as she fought the Mandalorians, until the moment she died on Malachor 5. I will not let you down, Exile. I will honor you as I honor the face of my mother.
Betrayal. Betrayal.
Betrayal?
Mistress?
She has betrayed me. The last of your sisters has betrayed me. Betrayed us. She is your sister no more. She does not travel with the exile. Instead, she has chosen to walk the path of the Jedi.
Mistress, forgive us, but are you certain? She would not forsake her oath so lightly.
It is the truth, and it is done. Do you doubt me?
No, Mistress. It is you who saved the Jedi upon Dantooine, who have collected their knowledge and hid it here to protect it.
But why? How did she fall? It is a sign of his corruption, and perhaps hers as well. He will train her, and she will be flawed.
Yes? You may ask. Before entering Atris's service, it is not important. We all have value in when importance is placed. I do not know. You may ask. There is nothing. You may. I am training. That... You... There's... Duels among the... Your modesty...
Alright. Where's that little droid at? When did I get another lightsaber? Do I have anything that'll give me computer use? I do.
I hear you.
Ready.
Hear you. Yes.
All right. All we gotta do is just repair the turret system.
You'll find little welcome here. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not too fond of my job.
Go see if those mercenaries over there will help at all. Oh, the scavengers.
I'm here.
Yes.
Yes? Yes?
Back again, huh? But it's nice to... I hadn't even thought of that. I know the militia will take just about anyone. Well, I want to think it through, but... I think I might just go to Kunda and...
Jaren says you saved him down there. Next time you should ask...
What? You were really helpful. What do you want? You aren't serious, are you, Alice?
Okay. Thought she would be cool.
I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a... It's... I don't sup... What does the militia have to say to us? Any of... No. Trust is something I've got in short supply these days. I don't know what you're talking... You don't know when... Keep your message.
Can I help you?
I don't suppose you're here to hire us. It's been a long time since we've had a paying job. Some of us are getting jumpy. I don't suppose...
Hmm. Think what I said to him.
I don't... What is the... I think that Zeron is 3 cards short of a Pazak.
I was right about you. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time. That's good to hear. Inspector. When you're ready.
Do you require our militia? Zeron says there is a considerable chance.
I was right about you. You are trouble. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time. That's good to hear. You sure? Once we're done with it. All right. Then we got a lot to do.
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's defense, I will hurry to the mercenary camp and delay their assault however I can.
Yeah, alright, dude.
I imagine that the mercenaries have got 2 goals in this whole thing. Kill me and kill the administrator. The rest of the settlers won't have courage to resist if they succeed. It's not that the settlers aren't good people. Many folk just don't have the fighting men. But there isn't any getting along with Ascol. He's out for blood and taking the place over. So we gotta protect the administrator. Kunda can go on without me, but not without her. The administrator's locked up in her office tight, which means that the mercs have to go through us and Kunda's defenses. It isn't gonna be easy. I suspect we're gonna have to fight on the inside. They've got 3 entrances they're gonna try and break in. Here's the front door, the security door on the side, and the garage door and back. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. Backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed? First squad is most experienced. The only squad that could go blaster to blaster against the mercs. Second squad has a lot of passion, but no experience. Third squad is new and not trained too well, and they may break in combat. They need a good leader to make them effective. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed? All right. Well, all right.
I'm gonna go back and save.
Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
Tell me what you see.
This is the slowest starts ever.
I was right about you. I don't have anything that we can do.
Yes?
I was right about the mercenary. You sure? lot to do.
Since you are here to bolster Kunda's...
I imagine that... Here's the front door. We got 3 squads of militia. We can assign people to the front, back, or inside. Backside has to guard 2 entrances. The front will have to fight more people, and the inside will have to deal with any that break through. So, where do you think the first squad should be deployed? The battles that had the least dying were always led by Jedi. I'm gonna go with what you think. Where do you want the second squad? Alright, where do you want the third squad, the new recruits? Fine by me. The last question is, where do you want to go? Either the front or the back. I'll take whichever one you don't. That way both sides have leadership. Once either one of us clears the area of mercs. The back. I suppose that there is more ground to cover. Once the fighting starts, you gotta stay in your area. We both have to guard our half of the battlefield. Thanks to you, they're gonna have a tougher job. That's about it. Well, I'll tell them what's there to do. All right, I'll assemble the men. I hope you can speak good.
Woo!
I don't have the words. That was really something. I think anyone...
This guy doesn't have a lot of words.
For you now. Let's get ready for the mercenaries. If we fall here, all of Dantooine falls with us.
Tell me what you see, soldier.
They're mobilizing the militia. Looks like a lot of activity down there.
They've been warned. It won't be of any use. The plan doesn't change. Captains, prepare your men. Their leader, Administrator Tarina, must not survive the battle. Everything else is secondary to that objective.
Just stop the entire army in its track.
any soldiers. Fall back inside.
Bro, how are we losing this? Just eliminating entire forces.
So you're the Jedi. I take it you are responsible for the surprises we've had during this battle. Stand aside. Our quarrel is with a distinguished administrator. This isn't your problem. You have no idea who you're talking. I was trained at Malak's academy. Your tricks won't work on.
I didn't sign on for this cold-blooded slaughter, Azkul.
I was wondering when you would betray me, Dopak. I'll send your final wages to your children, along with a detonator.
Sorry I was held up, but it looks like I've arrived in time to pull you out of your predicament.
Kill them all.
Thank you so much for your aid. You can be sure that Dantooine will not forget how the Jedi protected us from this threat. I'm sorry to offend you. You are, of course, our savior, and I am very grateful to you. We are a humble community, and this conflict has greatly diminished our resources. I hope this reward will be sufficient. I am humbled by your generosity. I will put this to good use. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much work to do.
Kunda is safe in no small part due to you. I feel certain that the Administrator wouldn't have made it without your assistance. I may have misjudged you. In any case, I am free to talk about whatever you wish. There are a few of us left, but I do not even know if the others still live. We may be the last. We've been forced to divide our forces and retreat to places which will be difficult for our enemies to detect and attack. We have chosen to hide our presence. We cannot. And we have resolved not to until we have found where the Sith are striking from. But even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them. We had hoped to outmaneuver them. By letting them believe themselves victorious, we thought they would become bold and step from the shadows. Then, all of us who remained vowed to meet here on Dantooine. From here but so far they remain in hiding, and Jedi continue to vanish and die. Nar Shaddaa. Why would he go there? It is good that you bring word of him, but you must not speak of it to others. We cannot, and we have resolved not to until we have found where the Sith are striking from. But even as our numbers thin, there is still no trace of them. We had hoped to outmaneuver them, by letting them believe. You have more. We are at war, but it is unlike any war. Somehow, the gathering of any Jedi seems to attract them like a beacon. So it was necessary to divide our forces and conceal ourselves for a time until we could learn more of this threat. Yes, the Miraluka world of KOTOR taught us that. Now the planet is no more. Master Zar, Master Dorak, and many more perished there, and we do not know why or how. But all life on the planet ceased to exist. I was not on KOTOR when it was destroyed, but now that it is dead, it has left its echo, like Dantooine. It was after KOTOR that the few of us left realized that wherever we gathered, great tragedies, old, in such places the deaths of so many echo. So much so that it is difficult to center oneself. By coming here, those echoes served to mask my presence, allowing me to investigate the ruins and try to find some clues as to who our attackers are. The Miraluka world of KOTOR taught us a terrible. Now the planet is no more. Master Czar, I was not on KOTOR when it was destroyed, but now that it is dead, it has left it. It was after KOTOR that the few of us left realized... Yep. We were not in hiding. This threat is striking through the Force. Jedi sanctuaries, places of learning. That requires that our... There was much Jedi teaching buried here. In the hands of our enemies, such knowledge could be... And so much has been... So I did what I could, attempting to let myself be captured. The Sith attacked this place once, and only they would seek the death of the Jedi with such obsession, and be able to be as successful as they have. With the destruction of Dantooine, it is difficult to sense the presence of any Force users here. If any Sith are here, I cannot detect them. You have more questions for me? Because you defied the Council and followed Revan to war. And from that war came another. Do you know how many worlds were destroyed in those wars? Dantooine, Telos, Sirocco? Do you see now why we counseled caution instead of action? You were the only one to come back and face judgment. But that was because you had lost your connection to the Force. Another casualty of war. No doubt you still blame us for your exile. I had hoped your isolation would... You have more questions? You have seen the end of your trial? That was intended only for the Jedi Council. If what remains of the Council chooses to tell you, there is little I can tell you. Master Kavar felt something had happened to you in the war, but all he had was suspicions, not truths. And Kavar was too close to you in any event. He, too, felt the call of war and took to battle more than a Jedi should. But enough of this. You have more... Force bonds? Yes. It is the bond that grows between master and student. Are you saying you have bonded with another? Such bonds normally grant strength to both, but not to such a degree. Are you certain? Perhaps it is merely what you believe. Still, your ability to form such connections, to influence others, was always... Perhaps it is a punishment of a sort. And with your loss of connection to the Force, it seems such a connection would be impossible. Perhaps it is Dantooine, but I do not feel such from you. I feel nothing but what I felt in the Council Judgment Chamber on Coruscant so long ago. Still, you and your connections were often a subject of debate in the Council. It is possible that returning to known space, journeying with others... You have more questions? Have they? I've seen no evidence of them upon Dantooine. Only murderer... Why would they attack you? You are no Jedi. You cannot feel the Force. Perhaps it is Dantooine. Still, it is possible that returning to know... For some reason, I believe you. Still, I am curious as to how they would know to find. Regardless, these Sith have struck, and you survived. This is more knowledge than I had before. And that means the Jedi may gather. If you can find others, or find some... And from there we may... You have more questions? I suppose there is something I should show you. It will keep you alive long enough to prove useful. Using the Force as a weapon is a sticky issue. Many Jedi feel it leads to the dark side. My experience has taught me that it's lack of discipline that leads a Jedi astray. Use this form with proper restraint, and it will enhance the potency of your Force attacks. However, if you are reckless with this form, you will quickly drain your Force energy.
Nice.
I don't know how you learned that so quickly. Still, your form is sloppy. Keep practicing to tighten it up and you'll be fine.
Oh, nice. I received a double-bladed lightsaber. Force potency. Nice. That'll make all my force abilities stronger. I have a lot of force points, so it's worth using. Got some items. Alright. Let's head off to... Oh, okay.
Unnecessary observation. And no recipe.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. Watch this.
This will teach you.
Monster.
Even using that new form, I still barely... I think I should probably increase the difficulty.
Command. You will talk. Defiant statement. There is nothing you can do to me. Do your worst. Agonized exclamation. My photoreceptors. My photoreceptors.
Nice.
Statement. I shall up the charge of your circuits next time. Now, answer the question. Posturing statement. I will never talk. Statement. Then I will have to settle for your screams.
That is one sick droid.
Statement. My prisoner has revealed something of interest. Allow me to share it with you. Statement. The facility that is creating these cruder, unsophisticated versions of me is located on Telos. I propose we go there and turn it into a smoldering crater.
Nice.
Yes, General. Don't worry. Thank. Yes, General. If you. You know. Yes, General.
I could hook up another guy with a lightsaber. I might actually just head out and grab some more lightsaber parts while we're on this planet.
Let's go.
I don't really care what he has, because he's also a guardian. But we should give him, like, the lightsaber feat, maybe.
Back again, huh? But it's... It was... We dead before. And... Nothing.
Oh, I thought he was... Somebody sells lightsaber parts.
I heard you...
I think it's her.
I heard you... Certainly. I heard you... Certainly. I heard you...
Alright.
Let's go.
What is it?
Charanana gundoso remin.
There's so much shit I could sell. Alright. I have a decent amount of credits now. Alright, let's fly off. What's up, Cap? How you doing, man?
Finally decided to let me take a look at your circuitry.
Answer. Indeed,
Probably gonna be calling it here in a little bit.
how difficult it is for me to trust a meat bag with something as
We're about 4 hours here. Got through a whole planet, though.
our encounters with my copies has
Got through Dantooine, dude.
upgrading my capabilities in order that I may be able to
Starting to acquire some lightsabers for my crew.
Worried you might be going obsolete? I understand.
I got a double-bladed lightsaber. For the handmaiden. And I gave Bowder a lightsaber. Of course, I'm trying to do two-handed for both of my guardians, so now I gotta get more lightsabers, even more.
Not letting me dig around in you.
Retraction.
Thankfully, the double-bladed counts as a two-handed, so I don't have to worry about her.
Bags have rarely been
Let her use the double edge.
Now if you
Yeah, not gonna sit here for this yapathon. Just getting some upgrades. Just I have 2 lightsabers here. I don't understand that. I think that's a glitch of some sort. Make sure their lightsabers are upgraded a little bit. Alright. I think I'm gonna fly back to Telos. Yeah. We go to Onderon next.
Well, this is Onderon. It looks like there's a long line to get into the Isis starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon.
If they decide to do a cargo search, we're gonna be in trouble.
Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
Uh-oh. What's going on here?
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
I guess we're not going to Onderon. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is the secret 5th planet.
You know, just once I wish someone was glad to see us. But no, if it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky. I remember the days when welcoming committee used to mean something, without being followed by blaster bolts. Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian Wars started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
It's taken a little damage, nothing too serious. I'm shutting down all unnecessary systems until we make repairs. It'll keep us from being a target. Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to Onderon, we should sit tight.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should explore our surroundings. There is something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings, and that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the...
Probably gonna call it here, Cap. This is a good spot to stop for the night.
Business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. He fought here once, and there are things...
Just gonna wait till the dialogue's finished.
He fought here? Why didn't he say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
Alright, Cap. You have a good night, dude. I'll see you in the next one. Definitely be streaming tomorrow. Probably this again. Most likely. But, yeah, you have a good night, dude. Thanks for popping in. Sorry, I had to dip out right at the last minute, but it's a good spot to call it. Peace out, dude.